Okay. I have returned. We have a decent selection for 60, actually. Walk, Don't Run, The Ventures. Surf Rock. Hi, bot. Cheers, Midkiff. Dude, it's been so long. How are you? Goodbye. Solid. I like those little snapshot. Excuse me? That's a power move. Darn. This is Jack Brel, though. His music just accelerates, and then it will end in a flat line. There it is. Let's try the B-side real quick, because it was requested. What does this sound like? When love was new. What is that song? If You Go Away. The freaking the Scott Walker. Oh my gosh. That was one of the tracks he covered. He covers Sons of, Funeral Tango, and If You Go Away. In the summer sky when I love. There it is. Yeah, dude, I've heard the Scott Walker version of this. You see how we got Chain Gang? And we all know Chain Gang, right? Working on the chain gang. Do you see this classified as work songs? Sung by laborers and prisoners while working in factories and fields? Secondary genres? I'll do it. 101 of how to get banned on RYM. Dude, I got in trouble for rating Alex music a 5 out of 5. So we'll see what happens. Don't know much about things. Oops, vaporwave. It never entered my mind. This should be good. I love Miles Davis. I've heard like modal jazz from him. I don't know if I've heard cool jazz. So I'm very eager for this. This is already really good. This is a phenomenal Miles Davis piece. Fantastic. Shut up. Custer's Last Man. Who did it? Popcorn and the Mohawks? Old man!
What did they time with? Was it change? No, wasn't no change. What did they time with? What was it? An itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. Park, swinging hands as they go by.
People just made songs. That's the thing about this era of time. People just bought vinyls. Names had clout. But like, if you didn't, like, if you had all the stuff you already liked, you would just buy stuff like this. And you would be like, okay, 10 cents well spent. Just got home from running errands and now I'm sitting down to stream. On the YouTube platform, oh my gosh. I'm a little bit of a mess, but you know what? What else is new, right? All right, music, you go away so we can listen to Runaround Sue. No, not Tim Hecker. Not Tim Hecker. That would be awesome, but no. Number 9 is Marie's the Name, His Latest Flame. I have not heard this, I don't think. That's a little departure from Elvis, at least. Moon River, Henry Mancini. One of the best like pop songs, I think. Like I was talking with my wife in the car the other day. We were listening to a cover of Moon River. I was like, you know, a lot of the film soundtracks have some of the best songs. Like Henry Mancini, the freaking boss. Like Pink Panther. Like just look at all this stuff. Like he was so good. You got the Peter Gunn theme. The Shadows of Paris. Really good. Really good. It's just sublime. I don't know if I've heard just the Breakfast at Tiffany's track though, so let's try that one real quick. Oh. What movie? I don't know, man. It's got to be something about like pancakes at Jared's, at Zales. Pancakes at Zales. It sounds like he was like held at gunpoint. It's modal as hell. This is more like 5 million very tiny steps very quickly. First there was hard bop. There was bebop. There was post bop. Now there's kids bop. The evolution cannot... Eventually we'll get adult bop, right? That's the assumption. Bop has come out of its Neanderthal era and is finally in the Enlightenment. But kids bop, we weren't ready for. There's bop bop. That's probably a Star Wars character. Oh gosh, the cover art for the next song is completely cursed. Ugh. 1645. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a freaking crash course, okay? All right, 1, 6, 4, 5. This is doo-wop, okay? Another one is, it's the In the Airplane Over the Sea chord. 1, 6, 5, 4, 4, 5. 1, 6, 4, 5. Earth angel, earth angel, how I'll take it over the 1564 any day of the week. On the Horizon is the B-side. Let's try it. It kind of bops. This is just the Doors before the Doors. You want to do the 1 and 2? Well, we'll start with number 1, Goofing Off, Macy Skipper. Ready? What is this?
No wonder. All the rest like peanut brittle except my mother.
Is this Captain Beefheart? I feel like history just passed me by and I didn't understand it. Well, let's try for Babysitter Boogie, I guess. We have it here. You guys ready? Oh. The song kind of goes hard. It's Tago Mago. It's good. Do you think that the baby is now suing Buzz Clifford, much like the Nevermind baby sued Nirvana? So let's try T'es le garçon et la fille. Tous les garçons. The thing I like about the French is that they're able to achieve, like, especially all the way back to impressionistic composers, achieve this very fragile beauty in their music, but it has a lot of confidence and passion to it, so it doesn't feel flimsy. Very nice. Thank you for forcing me to do that, guys. Oh my gosh. My wife just sent me the Willem Dafoe gif. It's completely unlike her. Is she okay? Am I neglecting my husbandly duties? Dude, don't watch anyone in yoga pants. Yoga pants aren't pants. Okay? It's not fair. Green onions, we've obviously already heard it. So we'll go with the B-side on this one. Behave Yourself. It's just the same song. Do you think the Beatles are the greatest rock pop band of all time? That's a very loaded question, because it depends on what you mean by greatest. Influential? No. Trailblazers? Or trendsetter? They are definitely the trendsetter for the rock pop genre. But they were pulling from stuff that was already really good. And like, I don't deny that they're adept musicians. They are very talented, very skillful, and they knew what they were doing. The ones who are still alive know what they're doing. Sometimes. But at the time, there were people who were doing more interesting music. Let's put it that way. It's a very loaded question. There's so much clout around the Beatles that it's a very hard thing to unpack. Oh, it's like a pink cover from Walmart. What the hell? What an affront to God and man. Here's a question. Who did more with the time they were given? 10 years of the Beatles or 5 years of the Smiths? That's my question for you guys. Who do you think did more as far as like putting out quality content? Bang for the buck. I would agree with the Smiths, actually. I think the Smiths did more quality work in their 5 years than the Beatles did in 10. Not to say that the 10 years of Beatles is worse than the 5 years of the Smiths. It's just if you had 10 years of Beatles and then 10 years of Smiths, the Smiths would have beaten them, I think. Let's try Till Death Do Us Part.
Till death do us part. Do you know what that means? If I had all the kingdoms of the world, I'd still be poor without you. And yet though I'm
I love you. If I had everything and not you, I wouldn't have everything. I wouldn't have you. If I had $5 million and not you, I'd be so poor.
with every breath I take.
If I had 5 million hamburgers and not you, I'd be so hungry. That sounds weird. I'll take that one back. All right, well, this has a lot of ratings, and it's very low. So, here's one of the worst singles of 62. I'm doing the Kubrick stare. Well, there's different waves of post-rock, right? Like feminism. Egyptian Shumba, the Tammies. I don't know this, but I love girl group building stuff. So let's building stuff. So let's go. This is the Grimes of 63. I was very apprehensive of this one at first, but it's actually a freaking bop. That was great. Heat Wave. Here we go. I feel like I've heard this in a movie or something. That was fine. Nice little single right there. Number 4, In Dreams. Fantastic Orbison single. Love it. David Lynch core. Shah Daroba. This is the B-side. Ooh. Oh. Oh, hold on. I'm going to do a little bit of reconnaissance on my own. Yeah. Dude, this is a really random connection that I'm making right now. There was a song that I grew up with because it was in Joe versus the Volcano, which I watched a lot as a kid for some weird reason. And it's this same song, but it's by Sergio Mendes and the Brazil 66. And it sounds like this. I'm surprised that I recognize that, but I've heard this before because a different version of it was in a movie that I watched growing up. I will keep an eye on the stream to see if this goes down, but let's try Bob Dylan. Have mercy, Bob, please. Anybody? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. It's a biblical reference. If anyone knows it, good on you, but it's hard to gauge. Just sing Taylor Swift. We're not out of the woods yet. We're not out of the woods. We're not out of the woods yet. Blank space. We made it to the end, and it seems like we were not copyrighted at all. Amazing. I wish I could have listened to it. Be My Baby is obviously a classic. Great track. Let's try Tedesco and Pitman, the B-side. What? Phil... literally, like, his name almost, like, betrays himself. He just filled the B-side. Oh. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, let's try the High Lily, High Low, and then we'll try the Remember Diana if we have time, okay? This isn't terrible. What's the big deal? Maybe this was just the worst for 63, but this isn't bad. Okay. It's just boring. Let's try the Remember Diana Palanca at number 3. Do you hear that, like, muted guitar? That's bad. This is bad. This is worse than that other one. This is cool. Great pickup song. You guys want to go? Let's go.
Fellow Americans, I've been waiting here in the Kremlin for hours to interview off the record the Lost Family and going about conquering it.
Easy, I'll take.
Just a little bit now, and a little bit later.
Tell me, Nikita, what do you really think of the bearded one?
I got a letter from him saying, cry, Fidel, you should be happy.
You think I should be happy with your money and your name?
Oh, now didn't I told you, Fidel, I gonna...
Like, people, there's a certain type of single that has shown up in the worst singles so far, where every time I play it, people are like, why did you make this? This is the same thing here. But you know that in 1962 or 3, I mean, it says 63 here, but it says 62 here, that people bought this and were like, oh, this is funny. Because my entire life, pop culture-wise, exists through singles. And they're all being played and it's funny. But, like, at the same time, you can't ask people, like, was this funny? Because you don't know if anyone bought this.
Well, who would you prefer over me, Mrs. K?
I wanna be Bobby's girl.
Someone had this on hand and was able to convert it. Are you guys ready to rock? Ready to listen to a bunch of mod? Because we're about to. 1964, baby. Opinions on artists removing their music from Spotify. I saw a good tweet that said, like, imagine you telling a gas station that they can no longer sell diesel. If they stop selling diesel, then they'll be allowed to have Diet Sunkist in the soda cooler. That's the equivalent of Neil Young trying to go up against Joe Rogan. I don't think Spotify really cares about the politics on that one when you're, you know, David going up against Goliath. But if enough do, it'd be interesting to see what happens. I don't know. I don't care that much. This is number 9 here. Oh yeah. I'm just not super into the mod side of Kinks. I like their, like, artsier stuff heading towards the 70s more. So that was number 9. Number 8 is a Zombies track. I've not heard this. I really like Odyssey and Oracle. Oracle? I'm not on my game today. I like the little psychedelic splash on the Zombies music. Okay. Not the best zombie song, but it was a zombie song. I liked it more than All Day and All of the Night. Girl from Ipanema. I mean, we've all heard this. Blowing in the Wind. What's the B-side? This is the B-side. This is nice. Bob Dylan can't get to me here. A nice little surprise B-side. Look at that. They can really do it. Walk On By. This sounds familiar. I feel like I've heard this in something. Yeah, I've heard this. The piano break is really nice. That was good. I like that. Nice brill building kind of thing there. So Shake by Sam Cooke. And A Change Is Gonna Come. I don't know if I know this. I have never heard this. Why is this number one? The high rating is for the B-side, you think? You can try the B-side. What was it? A Change Is Gonna Come? Yeah, this is nice. Well, this is kind of tragic because this is one of his last singles before he was killed. Mid 60s, mid to late 60s were a dicey time. Very nice. There actually was. Hard Day's Night was number 11. So it wasn't in the top 10, but okay, that was nice. Very good. Here's You Make Me Happy by Bruce Channel. One of the worst songs from 1964. This isn't terrible. It's a little annoying, but it's fine. It's okay. Let's try Randy the Newspaper Boy.
I'd like to tell you about Randy, the newspaper boy. Randy lived in big town USA. Eyes that seemed to tell of a young heart that was broken with the realism of life.
Grow some balls, Randy. We went to my parents for dinner a few nights ago, earlier in the week, and I asked my dad about this stuff. I asked my dad, like, because I explained this concept of like these weird novelty singles. And I don't know if anyone remembers that single we listened to where they like cut in like lines from other songs into an interview. But he said like there were a lot of those. And he didn't know who bought them because he didn't buy them either. But he was aware of their existence. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
That indicated that Randy was now inside.
Randy's inside.
Let's just say that maybe there is a Santa Claus.
So many toys in his living room. Let's just say maybe there is a Santa Claus. Do Bob Dylan while reacting? Gross. Sounds of Silence. So is this... There's two different versions of the Sounds of Silence. I don't know if you'll know this. There's an acoustic version from '64. That's actually pretty cool.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come.
Sounds of Silence is on here, electric version. The electric version is not in the top played of Spotify. It's the acoustic version, which is not as well known, I don't think. The Universal Coward. Patriotic, political, folk pop, baroque pop. Apparently it's pretty bad. So let's give it a try. Ready? What is this? A defector. Oh man, makes you think. I thought it was kind of cool. I mean, if it's a song attacking those who opposed the Vietnam War. I mean, okay, I can see it. Maybe, I don't know, was there some, Cold War scare in there as well. I don't know, but the music was nice. I don't know. I'm gonna go with the number 2 pick though, because this looks really interesting and the cover art is hideous. Tears by Ken Dodd. I can't go anymore. Can. It's can. All right, well, here we are. Some of the best songs ever made came out this year. Oh, dude. Oh, this is such a good list. Oh my gosh. Whoo. Whoo. Jeez. I should actually take a small break. See what we got for the worst songs. There it is. There it is. Oh no. There's so many bad ones. I have one of these. And they're kind of gross. Fantastic closer for Pet Sounds, obviously. Let's try Summer Means New Love, the B-side. That's all right. It seems like it's just an instrumental. But it was very nice. Yeah, good. Let's listen to 8 Miles High. I really want to know if I've heard this before. This is intriguing. You're welcome, Jim Morrison. You're too ragga. Calm down. Dang. Bird's going hard in 1966. I've heard this. I don't know what in. Almost like psychedelic chord progression here, like down to a minor. And then up to a really interesting major there. It's like an A. I'll be there to a D. Then to a D minor. And then back to an A. So A, D, D minor, A. Good. Very nice. Number 7 is a song that I've actually done a song reaction on this channel too, in case you guys haven't watched it. All Tomorrow's Parties, fantastic track. I'm actually going to do something a little bit different here. I am going to go with a different version of the song. I don't know the story behind this, but it's Nico's version. It's really hard to find on Spotify, but it's here. It's a slightly different recording. I don't know if Velvet Underground is involved at all, but I really like the energy and the production on the piano for this one. Very clear. Okay, I've had enough of that. Good song. Michael Jagger? Jagger, your last name sounds a lot like a word in the worst single of 1966. Did you know that? I can't believe I ate that whole thing. It was so gross. Good Vibrations. Can I be honest? I don't understand why people think this song is the second coming of Christ. I love the colorful clothes. It's fine, but like, there's so many better Beach Boys songs. Am I crazy? Let's go away for a while. Do I know this one? What? This was the B-side? Oh, is this that instrumental? Oh, this is good. I like this one. Good Vibrations is fine, but like, people freaking overinflate it. Like, this is better than Good Vibrations. There she comes. Here she comes. Damn it, I'm a fake. I'm such a fake. What a clown.
'Cause everybody knows.
I love this album. It is so, like, great albums, I feel, have a really nice amount of variety within a certain, like, idea and genre. And this album just, like, perfectly nails 60s New York. It's so good. You're a clown, Big Tony. Watching movies from the 50s? No color? Get real. Great. Now I just want to listen to the whole album. Dang it. Thanks for vibing with me, guys. But you know what? While we're here, amazing composition and so catchy, easy pop song. Like, it's so hard to bridge that gap. Beatles did it. Beach Boys did it. Not many have. Brian Wilson kind of went insane after Revolver came out. Like, dude, you made God Only Knows, which is better than anything off of Revolver. It's okay. All right? This song is way better than Eleanor Rigby. Eleanor Rigby is one of the least interesting songs on Revolver. 1967, that's gonna be a freaking trip. Revolver's overrated? Why? Oh, it's because it's from my playlist. I'm like, what? That's a shift. Should we try this one? Ballad of the Green Berets? War, nationalism, propaganda. Oh dear, is it on here? Just military propaganda.
Soldiers from the sky.
This is boring. I'm going to The Men in My Little Girl's Life.
Like only yesterday. And I can hear my little girl say, Daddy, there's a boy outside. His name is Rod. He wants to play in our backyard. All right, Dad? He's got freckles, Dad. And in my little girl's life.
What is this?
Then came before I knew it. Time had flown and how my little girl had grown. Now it was Father.
Is this the dirty jokes grandpa joke? Do you guys know about that? Hold on. I thought it was going down this road.
There once was a farmer who had 3 daughters who were all going out on their first date at the same time. The farmer, being protective of his daughters, decided to meet their suitors at the front door with a shotgun. The doorbell rang and the father answered the door and the lad said, "Hi, my name's Joe. I'm here for Flo. We're going to the show. Is she ready to go?" The father looked him over and sent the kids on their way. The next lad arrived. "My name's Eddie. I'm here for Betty. We're going to get some spaghetti. Is she ready?" Father felt this one was okay too, so off the 2 kids went. The final young man arrived and the farmer opened the door. The boy started off, "Hi, my name's Chuck," and the farmer shot him.
Classic. So good. All right, well, 66 is done. 67 has just some of the best music ever made as well. Look at this. Look at this. No, we still got some Johnny Rebel. Schlager. Sled Gnats. Okay, we gotta. So we'll begin with Knights in White Satin. That sounds really familiar.
Letters I've written.
This is nice. Great chorus. This is great. The Doors is next, but I'm not listening to it because I've already reacted to... Well, I've heard these songs before, and I've reacted to them on this channel. I've reacted to that Doors album. So there's no reason to listen to it. I mean, they're good. I do think End of the Night is the best one, though. I love this warbly thing here. I don't like. Let's go to this album real quick because I don't. Was I doing follow-ups at this point? I should have been. So I don't really need to update anything about this, but like, I gave it a 3 out of 5. Mainly because there There wasn't even really a really bad track on this album. And I probably would give it a better score nowadays if I listened to it again, because I really think fondly of tracks 1, 3, 6. End of the Night is great, and the end is great, of course. I think very slightly more of that album than when I first listened to it. It was good, and I think I like it more than when I first listened to it. So, Purple Haze. Will I get blocked? Let's go with Waterloo Sunset. I have not heard this, I don't think.
Dirty old river, must you keep rolling? Sunset's fine.
This is good.
Friday night.
Pardon me. Oh, it's just gone. Let's fade out now. Great. I love that. Fantastic. All right, well, we'll start with one then. An Open Letter to My Teenage Son.
You ask my reaction to long hair or beards on young people. Some great men have worn long hair and beards. If to you long hair or a beard is a symbol of independence, you have my blessing.
You have my blessing. Is race and color of your skin two different things?
Some of my generation judges people by their race, their belief, or the color of their skin, and that this is no more saying all teenagers.
Of all the songs, An Open Letter to My Teenage Son is the one that did it. Yeah. Sorry, Victor Lundberg. Apparently you don't want your 1967 ideals to be heard in the modern era. Flower Music by the Osmonds. Okay, this is dumb. Can I just do this? Is it here? Hello? Was this also muted? Oh, sorry. I have the website muted. That's why. Okay. I was scared for a second. Here we go. Ready? All right. It's getting quieter. Not the best quality. I can't do it. Flower music, gonna take your live stream down. Donnie. Damn it, Donnie. Should we continue? You guys willing to continue with Jumping Jack Flash? I've heard this. Yeah, I've heard this. What is this from? Why am I so yawny all of a sudden? Why am I yawny? Why am I orchestrating with such passion all of a sudden? All right, Leonard Cohen, who honestly, better than Bob Dylan? Maybe? I don't know. A slightly more baritone Dylan. We'll just get through. I'm gonna make it through this year if it kills me. This is funky. We've all heard this. So let's do number 7 B-side with You're What's Happening. What happened? Okay. Despite being called Marvin Gaye, Marvin was married to Anna Gordy. My wife and I watched The Bishop's Wife for Christmas, which was a fantastic movie. It's going to be part of our rotation for sure. Cary Grant, David Niven, great cast. Cary Grant is an angel that visits David Niven, who's like a Catholic bishop, and helps him like see the forest through the trees of getting his cathedral built. And there's a scene where, because the whole thing is like Cary Grant helps the bishop's wife, David Niven's wife, to become more like carefree and whatnot, kind of takes care of her while David Niven is doing his own, you know, getting money for the cathedral. And there's a scene in the movie where like she feels really like spry and carefree, and she's wearing a hat. Or no, it was she's whistling a tune. She's whistling some kind of like popular song, and in the bedroom while he's getting his hair done, she's like, you know, I can't whistle. And he's like, that's rather gay, isn't it? And she's like, I feel rather gay.
What's that you're humming?
Oh, I don't know, dear. Is it anything?
It's rather gay.
Well, I feel gay.
And I was like, you know, I couldn't help but laugh because obviously it meant a different thing at the time, but like without context, it's such a funny syntax for those sentences. I pinned your message. I don't know what that means. Oh, it's up there. It's going to stay up there for a little bit, okay? Couple minutes. Alone Again, or, oh, it's the opening track off of Forever Changes. Oh, I want to listen to it. This is very forward thinking. That was great, and it makes me all the more interested to listen to this full album. Okay, Sinner Man, parts 1 and 2 by Nina Simone. Have we done a Nina Simone song on here? I think we did. My Baby Just Cares for Me? We had to have done this, right? Okay, Sinner Man. I'm interested to hear what this one's like. I don't remember that other one we just listened to, but let's go with Sinner Man.
I can't hide you the rock right out. I can't hide praying. Don't you see me down here praying?
At a certain point in the Nine Inch Nails history, Trent Reznor looked a lot like Alan Rickman with like the... Oh no, I'm doing it, aren't I? Potter. Harry Potter. Welcome back in. Amen. Bear with me.
It was boiling around the sea.
This isn't bad, but I don't understand why it's number 1. This is the camera I shoot with. This is what I back up my reactions to, so I have them. This is what I ring for Jesus. This is a Buffalo Wild Wings gift card with $12 left on it. Dude, give it a rest. And there it is. Pretty good. I don't know why that's number 1 though. I mean, you know, to each their own, but whatever. Whatever, dude. Bro. However, to end the stream, we have some options here. So I have this one pulled up right now on YouTube. There's an official video with 237,000 views. Turn in Japanese. Is this Chernobyl? Haichi Bumbaichi. You want some chicken McNuggets? I got that sweet and sour sauce. Just because it's the easiest thing to film doesn't mean you should film it. We could try this. Connie Francis. I don't think this is even the song that we were looking for, but damn. I hope this is the one we were looking for. How about a little bit of me? Do you want to watch me? Oh no. Everything's going infinite. Oh no. Oh no. Everything's going infinite. Oh no. It's infinite. Can you believe how much we've gone deep? Infinite. Can you believe how much we've gone deep? Infinite. Can you believe how much we've gone deep? Poop, 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 poop. Poop, 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 poop. Poop, 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 poop. Poop, 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 fart, 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 poop, 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 fart, 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 poop, 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 fart, 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 poop, 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 poop. It just keeps going. Today we have bubbly. My wife picked this out. I had nothing to do with it. But if it's gonna be Fizzy Fridays, then I have to have something fizzy. I told some people on the Discord, but I found all of the Johnny Rebel music on Soulseek, and it is extremely off-putting. Quite problematic. I don't know why this song was such a big deal, if I'm to be honest, because I feel like CCR has way better songs. Like, I prefer Have You Ever Seen the Rain and Looking Out My Back Door to this, honestly. This would be on the soundtrack of a movie of an indie filmmaker who just made it big enough to make a big budget movie and could afford this track. I won't lie, I'm fairly underwhelmed by this so far. It's kind of monotone. Oh, maybe within the album it makes more sense, but as just a song, yeah, not a huge fan of that. It was just, I don't know. It was, like I said, just kind of monotone. There was a very flat energy to it with an occasional riff that kind of came up. I don't know. I mean, upon first listen anyway, that's how I feel. I've been converting albums that I have to cassettes. So I have some of my favorite albums on cassettes now. I had a bunch of old cassettes from when I was a kid still bumming around in my closet. And so I have them all digitized to MP3, so I don't need the cassettes anymore. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take them, put them on, put them on cassettes. So I got Haircuts for Men, Vaporwave album is the first one that I did. Youth Lagoon, which this one I made myself because there wasn't a cassette release. So I took the album art and used Photoshop to really hard to see. And I made my own little cassette for it. Parachutes, Laughingstock, Treasure, and Victoria Land. That's what I've got so far. I still want to do Heaven or Las Vegas. I need to make one for In Rainbows. It's cheaper than vinyl, and I have no good way to display vinyl. But I'm like, I want to start displaying some kind of music stuff in my videos somehow. And so this is where I started. And I've always wanted to have Treasure and Laughingstock on cassette for some weird reason. But yeah, there you go. That's what I've been doing in my off time. Court of the Crimson King, should I do it now? Oh wait, no, we said no because it'll get dinged, right? So we can't even end on number 1. It will just have to wait. It'll have to wait. That's so sad. Well, we're not doing this one, I can tell you that. I did listen to this song in particular, and oh man, I wouldn't get unless someone went in and manually not claimed it, but reported that for hate or whatever, I'd probably be okay playing it, but I don't want to risk it. It's just racist Hank Williams. It's imagine Hank Williams' tone and chipperness, but with very racist things, and it's I can't do that. The classic Motown single, The Looney Takeoff.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come for the first space flight to land a man on. There he is.
Another one of these.
Inside a garbage can.
These are the absolute worst.
Mrs. Zapp.
Like, holy cow, these suck. But You Love Me, Daddy? Jim Reeves, easy listening, traditional pop. I don't know what's so bad about this, but let's find out. Oh, gee.
Now you eat the cookie.
Oh, we're only halfway through. I can't do it anymore. We'll find out. Oh, ooh. We still okay? All right. Okay. 45. What is this? Does anyone know what this is? 10 minutes? We'll have to check this out. Okay, what do we got? Curtis Mayfield, nice. Bridge Over Troubled Water. We gotta skip this because I've already heard it. Ohio. I don't think I've heard that one. Which ironically, not gonna be able to play on Spotify. Down on the Street. George Ben? Jorge Ben? Oh, this was the guy who did the what was it called? Cool. After the Gold Rush, Down by the River, heard both of those, so we'll skip that. Again, can't play it. Black Sabbath, which I think I don't know, I only listened to the whole thing. My Sweet Lord and Isn't It a Pity, Paranoid, and then Voodoo Chili. Interesting. All right.